She doesn't yell, she doesn't cry, she doesn't beg, plead, or make threats. When she's truly done, she goes silent. And that silence, that carefully measured, suffocating quiet, is louder than any scream, more effective than any argument, more devastating than any betrayal. It's not about cruelty. It's about control, not over you, but over the chaos inside herself. And yet, for the man on the receiving end, it feels like punishment. You don't notice it at first. You think she's just tired. You think she's busy. You think the distance is temporary. But slowly, insidiously, it grows. The messages become shorter. The calls stop. The laughter disappears. Conversations feel forced, empty. And you start to chase. You start to question yourself. You start to replay every word, every action, every misstep you can remember, trying desperately to decode the reason for the silence. And that's exactly what she wants. Not because she wants to punish you, not because she wants to control you, but because silence is her armor. Silence is her way of reclaiming herself after she's been unheard, undervalued, or disrespected. And in that silence, you see your reflection. Anxious, desperate, unsure. You feel the weight of what you've lost, the warmth, the attention, the intimacy, and suddenly, you're the one unraveling. Think about it. She has been speaking for months, maybe years, and you didn't listen. She dropped subtle hints, nuanced complaints, tiny suggestions about what she needed, and you didn't respond. Or worse, you dismissed her, brushed her feelings aside, focused only on your own needs. And now that the words have stopped, you realize what's really happening. The silence is not emptiness, it is a mirror, and it's showing you exactly what you failed to see all along. Her silence is meticulous, it's not random. Every pause, every unreturned text, every unread message is intentional. It's a strategy born from pain and clarity. It's a test, yes, but not of you. It's a test of boundaries, a declaration of independence. And it's frightening because it forces you to confront yourself. You begin to notice things you never did before. The way she used to smile at you, the subtle warmth in her eyes when you made her laugh, the quiet way she supported you. And then you realize those things are gone, not because she doesn't care anymore, but because she has decided to protect herself. Every word she withheld, every moment of distance is a message louder than anything she could say. And here's the truth most men never understand. The silence is never about you. It's about her. About reclaiming the space you ignored. About showing herself that she can exist fully without validation, without chasing, without bending to someone who doesn't see her worth. And in this silence, she is powerful. She is unshakable. She is whole. You, on the other hand, feel powerless. You replay every interaction, wondering what you did wrong, searching desperately for a clue, any clue. You call her name in your mind over and over, begging her to respond, to break the quiet, and every time she doesn't, the weight of her absence grows heavier. You can't see her struggle, you don't see her pain, but you feel the void she's created and it terrifies you, and that's the paradox. The more you feel lost, the more you realize how strong she has become. The silence is not passive, it's not weakness, it's a storm contained, a hurricane restrained only by her self-control. And every second you spend chasing, analyzing, or questioning yourself, she is growing further. In clarity, in understanding, in freedom. She doesn't need to explain herself. She doesn't need to justify her actions because in silence there is truth. She has decided that her energy is precious, that her emotions are sacred, and that no one has the right to manipulate them with carelessness or disregard. And when you finally realize it, when the panic subsides, when the chasing stops and the lesson becomes clear, respect is not demanded. It is observed. It is earned. Some men think silence is cowardice. Some think it's punishment. But it's neither. It's revelation. She is revealing the consequences of your inattention, your neglect, your inability to see her fully. And it's uncomfortable because for the first time you are forced to reckon with reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. And yet, humans are stubborn. Men chase what they cannot have. They fear what slips from their grasp. And here lies the cruel beauty of the silent punishment. She doesn't have to say a word. She doesn't have to scream, cry, or plead. Her absence speaks volumes. Her distance is deafening. And as you struggle to fill the void, you begin to understand what she always knew, that emotional power is not in the chase. It's in the choice to withhold, the choice to step back, the choice to exist on her own terms. This is the dark psychology of female silence. It is quiet, it is calm, it is devastating. It is an invisible force that commands attention, not through aggression, but through absence. It teaches lessons that words cannot convey. It exposes truths that arguments never reveal. It holds a mirror to the ego, and it shows what was never seen, never valued, never respected, and make no mistake, it works. Because human emotion is fragile. Pride is delicate. Attachment is tenuous. When a woman chooses silence, she is not seeking revenge. She is reclaiming herself. But for the man on the other side, it feels like punishment, because the silence forces him to confront everything he ignored, everything he took for granted, everything he failed to understand. The silence is a teacher, a shield, and a weapon, all at once. It is her autonomy, her clarity, her boundary, and the lesson is clear. You cannot possess someone who values herself more than your approval. You cannot force someone to engage when she has chosen to retreat. You cannot break the quiet without first examining yourself. And when the silence finally ends, not because she bends, but because she chooses, everything is different. Everything you thought you knew about her, about love, about power, about yourself has changed. You have been transformed by absence, by restraint, by the subtle force of a woman who refuses to be diminished. The silent punishment is not cruelty. It is wisdom. It is strategy. It is the ultimate form of self-respect. And it leaves one truth undeniable. Never underestimate the power of what is not said. Because silence, when wielded with clarity and purpose, can change everything.